against Manchester City, Chelsea and Leicester. Yet an inconsistent streak meant they were 12 points behind Arsenal. Injury crisis with Martin Skrtel, Dejan Lovren and Philippe Coutinho Sanchez, who was still sidelined after an injury sustained against Norwich in November.
Important 5 days. Here's Emre Can. Rolled in for Lallana, who went over Mertesacker. Even appealed. He hasn't even looked at the referee and said a word. Just turns to his left. And there was a little bit of contact. Mertesacker does just catch him. And Lallana went down, and for a moment I thought the referee away, but then stumbled. Forward again by Henderson. Shifted on for Emre Can. Beaten out by Cech. Firmino! He could. It wasn't sufficient. Well, it's a huge warning. I mean, Walcott tried to dribble his way out and lost it. But I just thought there was no urgency to get at Emre Can, and he's given too much room to get the shot away. Cech has made a good save. You could maybe argue he could deflect it a little wider. But on the follow-up, I think Firmino has done really well to get it under control and get the shot in quickly. And he gets the benefit of going through Koscielny's legs, which Cech's not expecting. It's been a good start for Liverpool, and there's confirmation. An uplifting moment for Jurgen Klopp. It's Liverpool's lead. That's Campbell turning, and that is an equaliser for Arsenal from Aaron Ramsey. And slid it in at Mignolet's near post. Yeah, and the fact that I think Saka was involved in a little clash of heads, maybe this kind of didn't help him, because I think the ball from Campbell is exquisite. And Saka is still kind of hurting and doesn't seem to recover quickly enough to be able to read the pass that comes now to find Ramsey. And we know about Ramsey's run in midfield. What a good little finish near post, but you've got to question Mignolet too. He should probably be seeing that off. And that's not good goalkeeping. Well, first time Arsene Wenger really has seen his team. Check it back from Flamini. Against Campbell, Mertesacker had to intercept. Nick through anyway for Milner. Firmino! Glorious goal! I mean, James Milner was taking up a central position, and he was the one that fed it. But when they're top drawer like that, no goalkeeper is going to get there. And it's a beautiful pick out by Firmino. And Cech, in trying to move his feet quickly enough to get across there, just can't, because there's too much behind it. And that's a beauty, a real beauty for Firmino. And he's having another corker. He just needs a header now, Firmino, and he's got the perfect hat-trick. Drops living in again, and punching the air. Looking at Giroud, repelled as far as Ozil. Lifted in again for Ramsey! And Sacco into the cup. Well, he wants to really judge it too well. And Liverpool really didn't deal with that well. The little flick on, he's certainly onside when it's played. And Mignolet does catch him, and there is cause, there's certainly cause for an appeal of the penalty. Ramsey with width! It's in! It's 2-2! It's Olivier Giroud! We've barely played quarter of the game for a Liverpool goalkeeper. Yeah, and it becomes less controversial now to Arsenal because they've just managed the second equaliser on the night. There's a little touch from Giroud, and it's come off Mignolet's knee. I don't think he sees it until it's too late, Mignolet. And again, maybe he's culpable to a point. And Liverpool's problem with set pieces and crosses. Walcott. Campbell. Campbell, it's beautiful. Walcott! Giroud couldn't turn it in. It looked like the run from Walcott is excellent, because he needs some movement, Campbell. That's a wonderful ball. That's class, and all he manages to do is find Mignolet when the goal was gaping for Olivier Giroud. I mean, this is just a shocking miss. Firmino out by Koscielny, snatched by Milner. Firmino, Emre Can high. Milner. Firmino. The header in and picking him out to start with. And then you just kind of kept moving it along. I think Cech's done well to read it, and Flamini on the follow-up was a very well-timed tackle. Lallana hasn't been so... Time to measure something. It came back out to Firmino! Well,
Well, he knows. He's a little frustrated with himself. Even though he's on the turn here, Firmino, he thinks he can get enough control on it. Maybe not well defended. Instead of being chested near post by Koscielny, it could have been headed. And all he had to do was get over it, and it probably...
Ramsey. Ozil. Campbell!
He's delivered an absolute beauty of a cross, and Campbell, the problem as always...
Twist from Walcott, away from Toure. Campbell supporting, Ozil's forward as well. Walcott drove it!
I think he knew it was on its way wide, but I don't think Toure made the best attempt of pinching this, just mistimed it, and in the end, yeah, I think Mignolet knows it's going well.
Somebody's pass asked a lot of Bellerin, but Hector Bellerin answered. He's whipped away from Moreno, and he's found Campbell. And Giroud! Arsenal lead for the first time on the night!
His jobs tonight was obviously to stop Bellerin, and just as this broke, he's made a move to do that, and he's not gotten there, and he's gone down injured, and he's able to take it on. But this, for me, all day long is a striker's finish. It looks like he's in line. The way he's just flicked it away from Toure, who doesn't see it coming. And not just is it a striker's finish, it's a striker banging form, finishing with great authority. Just watch this from Giroud, the little flick, wonderful skill to create the space, and Mignolet can do nothing but watch. A little bit of luck as well with the touch from Moreno, but that has got class written all over it.
First-class finish from Olivier Giroud, who continues to confound early season critics. On his header, at least in the short term, Henderson wallops it back. Now Moreno. Lifted in for Firmino.
Off the ground before him.
Ibe's ball in. Moreno!
Yeah.
It's an awful long way from the post.
Yeah, absolutely. And the worry for Czech is, you know, is he got it covered?
Hurriedly taken, lifted in by Moreno. Firmino!
Got to make sure he just gets enough on it, and he doesn't. A bit more, and once it hits that greasy surface, it's away from the keeper.
Lallana. Benteke. Lallana. Moreno. On by Henderson. Chan. Lallana.
What's it?
Sacco. Henderson. Benteke.
Benteke came on, and Liverpool were a little slow in getting the ball to him at times, but he kept it alive, and Allen came on and did the rest. There's too much behind it, and once it hits the surface, I think Czech's always up against it, and he can't get enough on it to keep it out. And you kind of knew that there was still something to come in this match, especially at that end of this ground, and Joe Allen's delivered.
A kick. That is a proper football match. Fabulous drama from beginning to end.